everybody, thank you so much for joining. I'm kind of freaking out because I kind of accidentally messed up a setting on the live stream that I'm worried might affect how the voting and stuff goes. I'm worried it might have a really big delay. So we'll see how that goes, but if I have to like extend the times for voting, I will. And don't worry, I'm going to explain how all this is going to work if this is your first time here doing this. But thank you all so much for joining. There is currently 83 people here. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Thank you all so much for joining. This is going to be so fun. I'm really excited to see what these different results are going to be. And I purposely tried to match up some different models together, like ones I knew that were just going to have maybe an interesting thing to see. Like, I don't know how to explain it right now because I'm terrible at explaining things off script. But let me explain how this is going to go. So what is going to happen is we are going to vote between only 2 models at a time. And to vote, all you have to do is type !vote and then put a space, and then it'll be either 1 or 2, and you'll see on screen during which time these certain models are going to have the number 1 or number 2 with their vote. Hopefully that makes sense. It's pretty easy. And let's see, I will pull up hopefully everything here. There's like so much going on. I forgot to turn on the music. Let me turn the music on. There's just a lot going on. Okay. Alright, and then our first matchups are actually going to be all stablemates. I've decided to like put all the stablemates together and then kind of like the classics and other scales together and then all the traditionals together, so it'll be interesting. And hello everyone, I want to read like everybody's names, but there's just too many. I can't say hello to everybody specifically like individually like I normally do in the live streams, but I see all of your guys' messages and I'm very excited. Thank you all so much for joining. This is so exciting. And Shauna said, Stormy, are you excitement panicking as well yet? Kind of am, yeah. This is a lot. I'm really excited. And Headley asked how long will this live stream be? It really just depends how long each of the voting things go for. Hopefully, not super long. I'm guessing maybe like an hour and a half or so. And I want to put a break in there somewhere. And also the chance for everybody to enter a giveaway I have. But that'll be in a little while. We're going to start off with some voting first. We'll at least do like the first half of the BreyerFest models bracket. Alright, so I'll pull up first here. Oh, and thank you to Nathan Jackson for subscribing. That I think actually puts me at 30,000 subscribers, which is crazy amazing. And I will be doing a special giveaway celebrating that hopefully next week. It'll be after BreyerFest because I don't have the time to get something together, but we'll do a special giveaway. And it will probably be for a Breyer traditional model and then other goodies as well. And I don't know exactly what it'll be yet, but it'll be fun, I promise. And keep your eye out for that. Sometime after BreyerFest, I'll be doing that. Anyway, let's actually get the voting thing going. This is so exciting. It's so fun. Oh, make sure I got everything right here. Okay. So we'll be starting off with, what are the names again? Dada and avantgarde. And here we go. I'm going to start the poll. There'll be a minute and 30 seconds for everybody to enter. And hopefully, like I said, there's an issue where I did the wrong setting and there might be a longer delay than normal. So hopefully it all works out okay. Like I said, if you guys are having trouble voting in time, just let me know and I'll extend the timer. But it should hopefully be okay. Last year people were able to vote pretty quickly. And someone asked, how do you vote? So all you have to do is just type !vote and then a space with 1 or 2, and that 1 or 2 will indicate which model you're voting for. So on screen, I always will have the model that's on the left is number 1, and the model that's on the right is number 2. I do wish that was a little easier to vote. This is, the Streamlabs specific thing is a little funky on the voting thing. I wish it was a little easier. But Pegasus in the Sky Full has subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Alright, there is... Ooh, not much time left. 20 seconds left. We might have to extend the times on these. Because I see people still voting. The Star Warrior horse is here. Thank you for joining, Starry. Yeah, I don't know what's... Okay, hold on, guys. There is an issue. Don't worry. We will, we will try it again. Hold on. Sometimes there's technical difficulties in the beginning. It might just be that I have to refresh some cache of stuff. Hold on. I'm sorry, everybody. There's usually always something that goes wrong when I try to do the polls and stuff. Okay, maybe it's gonna work now. I forget that when I do these things, there's a thing called CloudBot, and even though CloudBot is active on there, sometimes I have to like refresh it to get it to work again. Alright, so you guys don't have to revote. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to make everybody revote, but we will we'll try that again there. There we go. Yep, now it should be working. I'm sorry about that. I always forget that I need to like refresh the CloudBot thing because it doesn't usually want to work right away. It's very, very finicky. And I'll just kind of pay attention to the time since we don't have the timer going on this one now. Ignore the time left thing. I know it says it's 0, but it's still going. I don't think I can change it while it's... No, I can't change it while it's going here, but... So far, Avantgarde is in the lead. I'm actually not too surprised about that. Alright, it seems... Oh, okay, couple more polls just loaded. And to see if there's too much more that come in, or if I think we got kind of a clear winner here. Looks like it's going to be Avantgarde, so I'm going to go ahead and close that poll. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy right now. I'm sorry, everybody. Alright, so that means that Avantgarde here is going to move on. And our next matchup is going to be Rococo and Nouveau. So let's start this other one, and this one should... Oop, hold on. I forget this thing is very finicky. Alright, now the poll has started. Simply the Best said congratulations on 30,000 subscribers, Stormy. Thank you so much. I am very excited about it. And I was hoping that I'd get the 30,000 like before the end of BreyerFest, but I didn't think it was going to be this soon. It's very, very exciting. Alright, the votes are coming in. So far, Rococo has the lead. Alright, it's almost done. It looks like most votes did get in though, I think. I see, I guess the CloudBot thing might have changed and it's actually a, is it a different thing to vote? I don't know. I'll maybe look into that real fast because I didn't realize they might have changed it. But Rococo has a really big lead here, so he will definitely move on. Hold on, before we move him on, let me just check real quick. Okay, I think, hold on a second, I think there is a slight setting thing I have on here that's making it seem like you vote differently or something. Yep. Sorry about this. Okay, so the command still is supposed to be the exclamation point vote and then space 1 or 2. The little things on the message that pop up, they're kind of not supposed to be there. I think they might have got snuck in there accidentally or something. And I'm afraid to change it because I don't want to mess it up on here. I'm gonna try it real quick and see if what it says now. May mess up the poll thing, it may not, let's see. But let's go ahead and move on. Rococo here, next spot. And then we'll have next up Pendragon versus Grim. And it is now open. Okay, so yeah, that did change the little message thing. So yeah, it is just the 1 or 2. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's given like weird things on there. I should re-edit that message so it's a little bit more clear. In fact, I wasn't gonna do that right now. Okay, so that was a very clear win for Pendragon. Grim did not get very many votes there. Alright, and I changed the message thing, so hopefully it makes a little more sense now. We'll see. Alright, Pendragon, you can move on. And next up, we have Thumbelina versus Into the Woods. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Hopefully on there. It doesn't have the weird little bracket things. Oh, the reminder message still shows up as weird. I will try and fix that. Alright, that one was not super close, but a little closer than the last one. Into the Woods has won that matchup, and honestly, he's my favorite too. I love Into the Woods. I think he's a beautiful little stablemate. Alright, we'll be moving on next to... Let's see who we got here. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. This is Lockley from that limited edition model matchup, but also the Best Customs Contest prize stablemate model. And hopefully these times are like enough time for you guys to vote. If there's not enough time, somebody just let me know. Someone, whoop, it's going too fast for me to chat. Stormy said, where is some girl who loves horses? I don't know. I don't know where they're at. I haven't seen them on here, I don't think. Unless they changed their name. Ooh, so far this is a interesting one. We're kind of neck and neck. Less than 20 seconds left now. Simply the Best asked, are you voting as well, Stormy? And no, I'm not voting in it. I don't know if I can or not. I probably could technically, but... Okay, that one closed. That one was really close, and I noticed there were still some votes at the end. I might extend the time a little bit on these votes, but that one was very close. And it was Lockley who won. He's, I guess I'm not too surprised, because I know this one is a very popular one. He's very cool. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, but here we go. We'll go on to the next one, which is Kaleidoscope versus Prisma. Two limited edition models. I'm gonna go ahead and extend the time a little bit on the next polls here. See if that might be a little better. I think we already have a clear winner on this one though, which I'm not too surprised about. I had a hard time kind of finding the right model I felt like to match up Prisma with, because I know the crystals are pretty niche like collection or collectible for Breyer horse people. There are definitely people that collect the crystal models, but there's also a lot of people that don't collect them. Jazel said, I have a $60 Rocky Mountain Breyer who I call El Diablo and I love him. That is awesome. Okay, that was a pretty clear winner on that one. Next up, Ariel versus Pal's Palette. And, oh, there we go. Okay. There was like a weird delay and it wasn't doing the poll for a second there. Ooh, someone's going camping with their mom and dad this Sunday. That sounds super fun. Simply the Best said their RCTV from yesterday. I do remember you yesterday as RCTV. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting so far. Oh, okay. Pal's Palette just had a big jump. Honestly, this one's like even a hard one for me to vote between because I love the plushes, but I also really like the BreyerFest Classic for this year. It's a difficult choice. Nathaniel asked, what is your favorite mold? My favorite mold is the Foundation Stallion, which is a really underrated mold in my opinion. But at the same time, it's kind of a good thing because then the harder to find models on it don't go for crazy amounts of money. Alright, it's looking like Pal's Palette's gonna win. Oh, okay, hold on. My thing's being kind of glitchy. So sorry if there's like random messages that are popping up. Yeah, like it's popping up multiple messages at once. Sorry about that. Okay, so Pal's Palette was the winner there. And now, I believe we're going to be jumping up to, okay, a new matchup, which I have to make the poll for real quick, so give me a second on that. I'm also very sorry if I misspell models' names on here. I probably will, and I'm just gonna apologize ahead of time because how these polls work is I can't like have some of them ready ahead of time like other ones. So I have to type it all in, and then I usually end up messing up their names. Okay, so we have Avantgarde versus Rococo. And I get the timer going. There we go. And now the polls for it are open. Jules Fire said, what is your least favorite mold? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm actually not too sure. I'd have to really think about it. I know there are a couple of vintage molds that I'm kind of like, eh. Like the, Kimosabi one is pretty funky, but at the same time, it's almost like so funky and kind of ugly looking that I actually would like to have one of those. I do actually have one of the molds on the Lady Roxanne mold, which is one of those ones that is often considered of having, like, just being really wonky and ugly. I ended up buying one of those because it is so, like, kind of wonky and disproportionate that I kind of love it at the same time. But I don't know if there's any other ones, like, I'd consider my least favorite. I mean, I'm sure there are. There's several I don't have any on the mold, so I clearly don't super like those ones, but I don't know, like, what my very specific least favorite would be. Ooh, this is an interesting poll. We're really neck and neck here. Avantgarde has 2 votes ahead of it, but only by 2 votes. Oh, now only by 1 vote. This is interesting, very interesting. I made this poll a little bit longer, and I'm glad I did because this is so neck and neck. I know last year I think we had a tie, and it was like crazy that there was an exact tie. Oh, okay, another one for a couple more for Avantgarde, so he might be the winner here. Breyer Poet asked what you think the 2022 theme will be for BreyerFest. Ooh, I've been thinking about that, and I don't know. It's like, I really hope for like an ocean or safari themed BreyerFest because I love those kind of things so much. But I I kind of doubt it'll be that next year. I kind of wonder if they are going to do some sort of like homecoming theme or something like that. And they want to have like BreyerFest in person and do like a homecoming sort of thing for that. That's kind of my guess. Or maybe like a Kentucky theme. Something surrounded around the fact that maybe we can actually be in person at BreyerFest again. Anyway, Avantgarde was the winner on that one. And now we have a new matchup, which I gotta make the poll for real quick. So you guys let me know in the chat what kind of theme you hope BreyerFest next year is gonna be. Sorry, you can probably hear me typing very loudly. Or maybe not, I don't know. My microphone is pretty good about not picking up background noise. Okay, Pendragon versus Into the Woods. Before I start the poll though, I do want to see what you guys were saying about the BreyerFest themes. Hunter Lodge Stable said a safari theme would be really neat. I think so too, I think that would be so fun. NJ Heart 2 Hearts said I like the idea of a homecoming theme. Simply the Best asked what kind of models you would do for it though. I honestly have no idea. I'm sure Breyer would figure something out. Lauren Blake said mythology would be cool. Mythology would be really cool. Heather said homecoming would be 100% a great marketing move for them. That is true. It would be a pretty good marketing thing. A family theme, Pegasus in the Skyfall said. A family theme would be really cute too. That would actually also be kind of good with like the kind of homecoming theme, like all getting together. Star Warrior Horse said homecoming would be totally out of the box. Inferno Breyer said Zodiac or Greek mythology would be cool. That would be really cool. CCS Model Horses said space would be so cool. I also love galaxy star themed decos. Oh, me as well. Space is the other theme, like I really hope Breyer does one year. You gotta do some sort of space-related theme someday. Someone else said they love a Zodiac theme, an 80s theme. That would be fun. They did do like a, what was it, 60s kind of theme. They did Blast from the Past in like late 90s, early 2000s or something. And that would be kind of fun if they did a theme celebrating a specific decade. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna miss everybody's things, so I'm trying to see some of them anyway. Moonsalt Stable said they would love an Asian or African theme. That would also be super cool. Would also love a Horses of Past type theme with prehistoric horses and famous horses in history. I would also love that. There's just like so much they could do with that. Star Warrior Horse also said they hope for an 80s theme. That would be pretty fun. I think actually like 80s and 90s maybe would be really cool, since I know a lot of like those generations kind of overlap a little bit, I feel like. Nature123 asks, can I do a collection tour one day? I will do an updated collection tour one day, just I don't know when it'll be. It'll probably be a while still, but eventually. Oh, wait, I think I saw a Canadian theme somewhere, or there's that, yeah, Canadian theme would be funny. A model could be named Maple Syrup. That would be awesome. Wild Horses theme, Equine E said, that would be cool too. Stormhoof said a Greek mythology theme. Lots of opportunities for matching the models with the theme. For sure, that'd be awesome. The poll will be starting soon. Someone asked about that. I just thought I'd try to read some of your guys' responses, because once the poll goes, I won't be able to see everybody's responses. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the poll going. So this is between Pendragon versus Into the Woods. These are both limited edition models. They're in the, what's it called? The Best of BreyerFest pack, Series 2. Lauren said a prehistoric theme, a Dino Deco would be sick. That would be. I know, I'd totally be down for some prehistoric stuff, because I love, like, the dinosaurs and prehistoric reptiles and extinct species and stuff. All that stuff would be so cool for them to do. And they could do it like on other things too, not just like animals, but they could also do like plants. I know there's a lot of plants that are extinct now. Just different random things like that. Simply the Best said, are you planning to play Red Dead Redemption 2 once more, Stormy? I watched your first live stream of it yesterday. Oh yes, I do plan to eventually do Red Dead Redemption 2 again at some point. There's like so many games I want to do live streams of, and then I just never get the time to do them all. I am thinking about maybe doing some kind of live stream tomorrow though, or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. See if I feel up to it too. I might not feel up to a full another live stream. Alright, there's 30 seconds left. This one is pretty close. I don't know. Am I surprised? I am actually kind of surprised. I kind of expected that, well, I don't know. I guess I'm not too surprised. This is a pretty good matchup. Hard to choose between these two. Oh my gosh, I think my mom just made popcorn. I smelled popcorn all of a sudden. I smell like popcorn all in my room now. Amazing. Alright, Pendragon won by only 3 votes. Oh my goodness. Alright, Pendragon's moving on. Oh, and now this is a super fun matchup. I was hoping this would happen. Let me get their names written down. Oh my gosh, what is this guy's name again? Lockley? That's it. Alright, here we go. Equine E said, I get to ride again finally, but it's a new place. I'm a little nervous. This is a good distraction. I'm glad I could offer a good distraction for you. But I'm sure everything will be good. That sounds fun though, getting to try out a new place. New things can be scary, but they can also be good and exciting. And Star Warrior Horse said if Breyer did an oh my gosh, I can never pronounce this right. Iberian theme, they could tie it into the culture of the Spanish riding school. Names I can't pronounce, but that is a great idea. They could definitely do a theme surrounded by like Spanish horses and Spain, and just like a whole Spain theme would actually be super cool, but they could really do a lot with that. And I'd love to see a bunch of really cool Spanish horses. That'd be cool. Alright, Kaleidoscope is winning so far. I'm a little surprised, actually. Just because I know a lot of people are not super into decorators. But, I mean, come on. Kaleidoscope is pretty cool for the decorator stablemate this year. I mean, it's not always a decorator for the stablemate, but, you know, like the BreyerFest. Little BreyerFest store stablemate thing. Edley said, I haven't ridden since my bone-breaking fall 6 weeks ago. I broke my collarbone. Ooh, ouch. That's awful. I hope hopefully you're healing up a lot more now, though. That's no fun. Alright, Kaleidoscope is the winner. Leigh Foxcroft said, I'm freaking out about BreyerFest. Everything selling out before I can purchase stresses me out. It is kind of stressful. I'm hoping that everything will go okay and that they made enough that everything won't sell out immediately and that the website won't crash immediately, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so Kaleidoscope is moving on. Pal's Palette didn't have another thing to vote against, so he is going to be just going on up into these final ones here. Alright, so next up we have Avantgarde and Pendragon. Alrighty. Polls are open. Someone suggested a dog, or Sarah, Seahorse Pony, suggested a dog or cat theme. That would be really cool. Like, maybe something with equines and felines working together too. That'd be kind of cool. Like, I know there's lots of cute things of horses and dogs together, or cats and horses together. And Lauren suggested an eventing theme. That would also be really cool. Macy said, "You hit 30K." Yes, I did. I can't believe it. Honestly, it's amazing. I can't believe it was so soon too. I was really expecting it wasn't going to be until like maybe this weekend I'd maybe hit it, or maybe a little bit after BreyerFest, but very exciting. Blue Breyer Poet suggested a pirate theme. That would be pretty fun. And I saw another theme, but my chat just scrolled over, so I don't know if I'm going to see it again. Sorry. I'm seeing talk about national park theme. Oh my gosh, I'd love a national park theme. That'd be so cool. I mean, they kind of done that a little bit with the America the Beautiful series, with the web specials, but actually there's like so much more they could do though. So many other parks or mountains and rivers and lakes and things they can name models after. That'd be so cool. But I'm also seeing talk about a wild horse theme. That would also be very cool, especially since there are wild horses around the world and not just in the United States, but there's like also the Australian Brumbies, all kinds of neat different wild horses out there. I know lots of wild horses in Africa too. Alright, so Pendragon ended up winning here. This is interesting. I did not expect Pendragon to be so popular. I really did not expect that, honestly. This is very interesting. I love these polls so much. It's so fun to see what everybody's really liking and stuff. This is gonna be another interesting matchup here. To get the poll for it going. We'll actually be taking a break probably after these next couple matchups. Oh, no! I wrote out the poll and then I accidentally clicked away and just deleted all the information I typed in. Gotta do it all over again. I'll try to speed run it this time. Okay, it saved a lot of my stuff though, so it's not as bad. Okay, now what's up? A couple other people talking about that they love the national parks idea. Sorry if you heard me accidentally bang against my desk. Nancy said, "I'm still disappointed they never did a Great Lakes model as part of the America series." Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do that. I feel like there's like I said, I feel like there's so much more they could still do with that, that maybe they will do some sort of national parks kind of themed idea in the future. I don't think they ever did, like a model based on Mount Shasta, or like, no, they did do Rainier, but I don't think they did a Shasta one. I can't remember, but like Mount Shasta comes to mind of a cool model they could base, or a cool monument, a national park thing that they could base a model after. Like the Mississippi River and stuff. Oh my gosh, there's just so many things they could do. I will always love unicorns. Said, "Oh, this is my favorite plushie that they have done," but I also love Kaleidoscope. They are both, oh my gosh, I know, I love them both. Kaleidoscope is so far winning, but not by a huge amount, but by a good bit. And I might agree that I think I do like Kaleidoscope just a little bit more. That color is just so awesome. I really hope Breyer will one day like reuse this color again on another model, like a classic or traditional or just something again, because it's awesome looking. Alright, almost done, and it's gonna be Kaleidoscope. Alright, this is the last matchup for this left side of the bracket. Alright, here we go. Pendragon versus Kaleidoscope. Ooh, so much Tournament Productions said they should do a model like the Rainbow Hot Springs in Yellowstone. That would be super cool. And I'm gonna out myself as a Disneyland nerd here, but the why do I always forget the name of it? It's the mine train they used to have at Disneyland years ago. Had a really cool like rainbow. Why can't I think of the name? Rainbow Caverns. They had a really cool Rainbow Caverns thing. And it's kind of based to get kind of on the Yellowstone thing, and it's just, oh my gosh, that'd be so cool if they did some models based after that. So many fun ideas. I know there's also like a bunch of countries that Breyer could still do country themes with too. Just all kinds of things. I'm honestly, I think I mentioned this yesterday in the last live stream. I'm honestly, like, one of the things I'm most excited about BreyerFest is finding out what next year's BreyerFest theme is gonna be. I always get so excited about that. And then the thing is, I'll usually forget about it up until, like, later on Sunday, and I'll go, oh my gosh, that's right, they're gonna announce the BreyerFest theme today. So it's always a fun way to end BreyerFest, is to get excited for next year's BreyerFest. Alright, so far Pendragon is winning, and I am so surprised. I would have never guessed that Pendragon would have gotten this far into the bracket. Wow, I am just very, very surprised. Alright, wow, Pendragon is the winner. Again, I am very surprised by this. I was not expecting that at all. Alright, we are going to take a break here in a second. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably maybe do the break now, because we will have completed the left side of the bracket now. So we have the left side completed. I'm sorry I don't have the results on the screen right now because I can't show it very easily. But from our matchups, Pendragon is basically the winner of all the stablemates. And then Kaleidoscope was the winner of all the the rest of the stablemate, other half of the stablemates, and the other limited edition models and things of like the non-traditional stuff. But then Pendragon came out on top there. Very, very surprised by this. Alright, so now, oh my gosh, Moxie has donated $1. Thank you so much. They said, first BreyerFest, love your channel. Thank you so much, Moxie. That is very sweet of you. I'm sorry I did not see that earlier. I must have not heard it go off. Alright, but now we have a special little thing. If I can pull it up here. Oh my gosh, where'd it go? Here we go. I'm going to be giving away, kind of impromptu, but I have a little tack giveaway for this live stream. And the giveaway for it will be happening in just a second here. Let me make sure it's all good to go. But in this giveaway, it's just not super crazy exciting, but if you need some model horse tack, then this is a fun little thing because I'm giving away 5 rope halters. I had to count for a second there. There's a red beaded rope halter, a blue rope halter, which is really big, so it's meant for like draft horses. If you have any draft horses that could use a halter. Then there is a pink and green halter with little rings on it, so you can attach like a little lead rope or whatever on it. And then there's also a little halter that's good for full-sized traditionals or classic-sized models. And then, oh yeah, of course, the other one is one that's kind of good for this BreyerFest. It is a rainbow-themed one. It is a white rope halter with rainbow beads, which was a huge seller back in 2019 when I made a lot of these halters. The rainbow ones are a huge hit. I think they're awesome. They look great. And then I also have a couple of other little goodies there. A necklace, a bow, and a pitcher. And the giveaway, I will have it go on for... I don't want to do it super duper long. I want to make sure everyone gets it in time. It'll go on for 8 minutes. And I will go ahead and start it now. Well, let me pull up the how to enter. Sorry. How to enter is to just type giveaway in the chat, and that's all you have to do, and you'll be entered. It's that easy. It's not nearly as confusing as the voting and having to do the little exclamation point and all that. I'm seeing people excited about in the chat, and I'm so glad. I'll make sure the giveaway is actually working for a minute here, because so far I don't know if it's working or not. Let's see. Sometimes it takes it a minute. Okay, one person's entry did go through, so it is working. It'll just take a few minutes. And like when the giveaway ends, if I can, I'll maybe like try to read off everyone's names maybe, so that we can make sure everybody got entered that wants to enter. But now while you guys are doing that, I'm going to take a break. And you can still enter while the break is going on, and then I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll see who gets to win this giveaway. And this, I forgot to mention, this giveaway is also open to anybody worldwide. So, anywhere, as long as I can, like, ship there, you can win it. Alright, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. everybody, welcome back. And I'm seeing in the chat questions about the giveaway, asking if you can enter this one and the one tomorrow. And yes, you can enter any of the giveaways. There's no like restrictions on, you can enter as many giveaways as you want that I do and whatnot. The only thing I might do is if like someone wins like a lot of giveaways in a row or something, I'll probably say, okay, you can still enter these giveaways, but you might not win the next one or whatever. But that usually doesn't ever happen. Anyway, and you can still vote right now. You can still enter the giveaway right now. There's less than a minute left. Although if I need to extend it, I can, I believe, somehow, some way. And let me see, we got, how many votes does it say here? There's 84 votes, or not votes. I'm getting the votes and the giveaway mixed up. There's 84 entries into the giveaway. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting. I'm not gonna, okay, I can't read off 84 names, I'm afraid. But fortunately, the little CloudBot thing does say the little, or the Streamlabs thing does say if you received the ticket, which means you entered the giveaway and stuff. Alright, so it's almost over, hopefully. 85 now, so hopefully everyone has got their entries, giveaway entries in. That was actually like pretty much perfect timing about, because I wanted to end it shortly after the break, and that worked out well. Alright, it is now closed with 87 entries. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. You guys are awesome. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick a winner, which I don't think I can show, like, I don't know if I can show like a little thing on it right now, but I'll just read it out loud here. We will pick the winner. And Elise Blueberry Sky, you have won the giveaway. Congratulations. And how it's going to work is you just have to contact me. You can either email me on my email, which I have on my channel somewhere, like on the community channel page, has the email. Or you can also like DM me on Instagram or Facebook, any of those things. Just message me and then I will work out where we can send you your prize. Congratulations. And if I don't hear from you within like a certain amount of time, like in a day or two, then I'll have to put the giveaway back up. But I see you right now in the chat. I see that you said, yay, okay, awesome. Very, very exciting. So yeah, just contact me at some point. Either email, message me anywhere. And I'll figure out where to send your prize. Congratulations. And now we will go ahead and move on to, if I can get my stuff sorted out here. Move on to doing more polls. Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way here. And we'll get the voting stuff back on screen. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to be on to the right side of the bracket, which is all traditional models. And again, I kind of tried to match things up in ways I thought would be kind of interesting. I kind of like tried to match up all the special runs together, all the limited editions together, that sort of thing. So we're first off going to have Gnosis and Petch Merlet, which I think is going to be an interesting one, because I know these ones aren't super popular, but we'll see what happens. And the voting is open. And I forgot to turn on the music. I was like, why is it so quiet? I forgot to turn the music back on, that's why. Just like vibing with the music right now. There's actually a lot of really good music right now on the YouTube library thing. I'm actually surprised that Petch Merlet is in the lead. Well, am I surprised? I don't know. It's like such a hard matchup because we have a animal model, which I know a lot of people don't collect the animals, but then we also have a model that is on a mold that a lot of people don't collect. So it's an interesting matchup for sure. Alright, so voting has ended with Petch Merlay as the winner. I said, this was an interesting one. I was very curious to see what would happen. Alright, so he will be moving on, and then next up we have Grand Cavallo and Tassili. Katie Niles said Petch Merlay will be a good performance horse for Scene and Other. He certainly will, Katie. I know, Erica, oh my gosh, Performance Fanatic on Instagram and stuff. She loves this mold for performance. He's a really good performance horse. And also, it's nice to see you, Katie. I haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, someone said if Petch Merlay was on Fireheart, I would die. That would be really cool. That color would look gorgeous on him. Oh my gosh. I was already thinking, when I was trying to think of like what kind of questions to ask you guys about different things, I thought, ooh, what would be like a cool thing of which special run models would you like, or like what colors of the special runs would you like to see on either other special run models or just other molds in general or something? Like what other molds would be really cool to have Pollock's color, for example. Like what other molds would look really good with that crazy rainbow decorator? Or what other molds would look really good in Ansel's beautiful Roan Pinto-y-ness? I don't know words. And Katie said, good to see you too. I know I haven't been in the any of the model horse group chat things. I think we're in the same ones of. I haven't heard from you in a while, but hopefully we'll get to see each other at some point. Meet up at some point in somewhere in California or something. Anyway, Tassili is the winner. I'm actually not too surprised about this. I know Grand Cavallo is not super duper loved. I personally really love him, but I do also like Tassili too. Oh my gosh, they're both gorgeous. But again, that's an interesting matchup. I was curious to see what would happen there. Alright, and then we have Uffington and Ansel. This one I think is also going to be interesting. I've seen a lot of love for both of these. Well, I'm going to change the time on this to just a tad bit longer. If I can type correctly, oh my gosh. There we go. Poll is now open. Amanda said Tassili's color on Cleveland Bay I think would look lovely. Ooh, that would look really nice. Especially with that gloss and stuff. I feel like the Cleveland Bay mold like really pulls off gloss well. So far, Ansel has quite a bit. Well, okay, it changed a little bit there, but Ansel's got the lead so far. This is very interesting because I've seen a lot of love for both of these special run models. So I was very curious to see what would happen when they got pitted against each other. And now that I'm looking at this image, though, I should have like switched their pictures. Though it would have looked aesthetically. Oh my gosh! I just knocked the stablemates over on my desk. Aesthetic-wise, it would have looked better if I had switched those two in the pictures there, but that's fine. And yes, I do have a bunch of stablemates like just sitting on my desk, and I don't know why they're here, honestly. Alright, almost over, and looks like Ansel is gonna be the winner. NJ Heart to Heart said, ugh, I like the mold and pattern of Ansel, but never liked gray much. Yeah, I can understand. Like, sometimes the, like, roans and grays with the pinto markings, sometimes they look really good, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't look right or something. I understand that. Anyway, Ansel was the winner there. Interesting, interesting. And next up is going to be well, I don't think this one's going to be too surprising, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. This is Surratt versus Pollock. I think this is going to be kind of like the battle of realistic looking horses versus super decorator looking, for like collectors that really like realistic horses versus those that like these crazy colorful decorators. I don't know. Sorry, I'm like trying to do something else at the same time here on the poll thing, so I get like all discombobulated. So far, Pollock is the big lead in the polls, which I am not too surprised about. I know Breyer just knocked this decorator out of the park this year. Star Warrior Horse said it's easier to find a matte model than a glossy Pinto horse, which is sad because I would have taken my chances with Tassili if it were an in-person event. That is true. There are not that many glossy Pintos, except for like the really rare ones. At least that I can think of off the top of my head. Alright, this is definitely a pretty clear winner here. Alright, Pollock is the winner. And then, let's see, who do we have up next here? Ooh, we're moving on to the limited edition models, actually. This is Reverence versus Apollo del Solis. Life with, Adelie? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm really sorry. Probably not. But they said my mom, Jessie Davis Simple Life, says switch the colors would be cool. I don't know if you're talking about on the Pollock and Surratt, but that would be really interesting. Ooh, oh my gosh, the color, well, Pollock's color I feel like would look good on like most molds, but man, that would look really nice on that Frisian Vermeer mold. Katie said, next year in person, hopefully we'll be doing a SoCal road trip. Oh, I know, I'm really hoping that we can go in person to BreyerFest next year. And hopefully I'll be able to do a road trip again. That was super duper fun. Like, I know some people don't like road trips, but I love road trips, and doing those, how long did we take? Like 3 or 4 days to get to BreyerFest. It was just so fun doing a little cross-country road trip to BreyerFest. Well, this is an interesting one too, by the way, this matchup. I didn't talk about it much as it was going on here. But I was curious to see which one would be winning here, and I'm a little surprised. I kind of thought Reverence would be a little bit more popular, but Apollo is actually in the lead here. Very interesting. I actually don't even know if I could choose between these two personally. I think they are both so gorgeous. Reverence's color looks a little weird in these stock photos, but I did see one picture of him like in someone had in hand, and he looks really cool in his actual like box and stuff. Anyway, Apollo is going to be moving on here. We'll complete that poll. And we have, this is an interesting matchup. This next one is Queen of Hearts versus Danisha's Northern Tempest. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. But it's the Celebration Horse Danny. And I know a lot of people are loving both these models. This is going to be interesting. Or I see some other people saying that they like road trips. Wildwind Breyer said it would take them a week to drive to Kentucky. That is a long time. I know it's like crazy, when you have to travel that far by road trip and it takes days and days and days, it can get pretty tiring. It's like, as much as I loved doing the road trip in 2019, it was super hard on me because we actually took a little bit longer than we probably could have done. We could have done it, I'm trying to think, I think we did it in 4 days, but we probably could have done it in 3. And it was just, ooh, it was a lot. It wore me out. It was super fun, but also it was just really, really tiring. I'm very surprised by this poll so far. I was trying to read your guys' chat a bit, and I wasn't looking at the poll, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was not what I expected. Wow, I can't believe Danny is the big winner here by like a lot. I was expecting it to be a little bit neck and neck. I know a lot of people do really like Josie, the Queen of Hearts. Wow, this is so interesting. Love doing these polls, they're so fun. Alright, so Danny is the winner there. And our next matchup... hold on, my thing is like stuck for a second there. It's still stuck? What is going on? It's like giving me error messages. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but Danny's the winner here. And next up, okay, this one's gonna not be too surprising. But I kind of ran out of models that the Stubbs model could match up with, if that makes sense. So here is Stubbs versus Noir. Ginny Stormcloud said I'm actually not a big fan of Queen of Hearts. Yeah, I'm surprised because I've seen like some people just kind of like go nuts for her. Then I see other people are like, she's okay, I guess. Oh no, someone else said, Dada? Miniwood? I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. I'm very sorry. They said they're both so pretty, but Queen of Hearts is beautiful. I think it's hard for me to choose, honestly, between them also. They're both really gorgeous. King Sombra Forever said I'd like to see more models with blue roan coats like Lonesome Glory, Esprit, Ruffian, Ethereal, etc. Dakota and the running Mustang Stallion are the main two. Probably the only two I've seen. I would definitely like to see some more blue roans, and like, I feel like the original Nakota model is just like kind of the epitome of like very nicely done blue roan models. I love to see Breyer use that like specific kind of style of blue roan models more. Especially like it because he has the little, kind of like the scarring basically, like when roan horse that gets like a little scar, it'll like leave a little patch of like darker on it, and like the Nakota model has a lot of that, and it just looks very cool and realistic. It's awesome. They should definitely do that more often. Ooh, they should do that in Fireheart. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I'd love it if they did that. Someone said, I think a movie theme would be cool for BreyerFest. They actually kind of did do one already, but I would love for them to do it again. In 2010, they did a Hollywood theme, but I wasn't able to go that year because I didn't even know that BreyerFest existed, I don't think, then. But they could do so much more still with like movie-themed stuff. Alright, so that was not a surprising poll, by the way. That was, Noir was the clear winner there. And next up is actually the raffle models, and these are actually the last models in this bracket, but we have to do like all the other matchups still for this side. Okay, here we go. I cannot pronounce the Roxy model's name, but it's like Bonnier, something French. I don't know. And then Muttbridge, the little cute little Icelandic guy. I'm curious to see how this one plays out too, because we have like a very kind of, not really generic necessarily, because this model does have gorgeous shading and stuff, but kind of a just kind of plainer color on a very desirable mold versus a very strange, unique color on a less desirable mold. I'm curious to see what's gonna kind of win out here. Inferno Breyer said about Queen of Hearts, if she was Brindle on both sides, I would like her better. I can understand that. Alright, I'm saying, I'm sorry I'm not going to probably read out everybody's things. I am trying to read some of your guys' chat from a little bit back here. Talking about Queen of Hearts and why you guys do or don't like her. It's very interesting. I already feel like I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to try and not talk too much. Because there's something else happening after this specific bracket, so I don't want to wear my voice out. People talking about Danny, having love for the celebration horse Danny. Just realized the poll closed. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It's very hard to like narrate what's going on with the polls and read the chat at the same time. But this is an interesting one. This one was very close. But it is the Roxy model, Bonnier, or however you say her name. Not by much though, only by 3 votes. Very interesting. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to the matchups of the winners. Means I gotta take a sec to do all the poll thingies here. And probably spell every model's name wrong. And I could look it up, but I just don't want to take the time, so I'm very sorry. I think I'm spelling like both of these guys' names wrong here, so it is what it is. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Petch Merle versus Tassili. I think I already know who's gonna win here, but you never know. I've been surprised already on this this bracket voting poll situation. Okay, someone gave me the pronunciation of the Roxy raffle model. Catherine Marsh said it's pronounced Bo-Nur. Unless I'm pronouncing that wrong, because that sounds like something else. I'm just gonna call her Roxy from now on. I'm not even gonna try. It's gonna be Roxy and Icelandic horse. Alright, so not surprised by the polls so far. Well, I kind of am actually a little bit surprised, but as we can see so far, Tassili is definitely got a pretty big lead. Moonsalt Stables said earlier on that they want the raffle Icelandic models color on the Roxy, and I agree. Oh my gosh, I would die. That would just be gorgeous coloring. I'd love to see Roxy with that color. And there's an interesting theory that someone mentioned, is that maybe the reason the surprise models, not surprise models, oh my gosh. So many words are getting mixed up today. The raffle models, the reason why they're not like super crazy awesome, I mean they're cool, but they're not like, you know, like last year's models. Oh my gosh, they were like awesome, both of them. But maybe the reason these ones aren't as fantastical is because Breyer realized, oop, we're gonna be on virtual only, And we don't want to make models that are going to technically be worth like a crazy amount of money, because then we're going to deal with different stuff maybe with the different gambling laws and stuff they have in Kentucky. I know there's issues with that, and issues why not everyone can enter the raffles is because of all those legal restrictions. So maybe that's why, because they just didn't make them as nice, because for one, the raffle models are going to be online for free instead of people paying tickets for them. And I don't know, I can't articulate everything I want to explain right now, but I think you guys get the idea. Alright, so Tassili was the winner there. Sorry, I'm going off on tangents. That's usually what happens here. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one. Got Ansel versus Pollock. And they're both names I know how to spell, so I was able to type it out pretty quickly. Equine said this has been fun, Stormy, but headed to ride real horses. Thanks for the fun. I'm glad you've had a good time. Thank you so much for joining, and have fun riding some real horses. Alright, this is interesting. So far, they're kind of close, but Pollock does have a pretty good lead so far. Still less than a minute left. Star Warrior Horse said, I sure hope I'm able to enter the raffles. I couldn't enter the contest because AZ residents were unable to participate due to some legal restrictions. I know, it's such a bummer. I was really sad when I heard about that, and saw so many people saying they couldn't enter because they're in a specific state because of whatever the legal restrictions. They couldn't enter the contests and stuff. That's a bummer. For whatever reason, it's like different when it's in person compared to having to like do this stuff online. So hopefully next year, people that are able to go to BreyerFest can still enter a lot of those contests and stuff. Assuming that BreyerFest will be in person next year. Simply the Best asked, what is your opinion on this year's Christmas and Halloween horses? I like both of them a lot, actually. I'm not like super duper crazy about the Halloween horse Thriller. I do really like him, but he's just not my particular favorite Halloween horse. But I do really like him, and I'm gonna have to get him. And I actually do really like the Christmas horse this year. I think he is really cool. I can't wait to see more pictures of him like without his tack and stuff. Anyway, Pollock is the winner here, which I'm not too surprised about, but I was curious because I know Ansel is pretty popular. But Pollock is the winner. And let's see who we have up next here. Ooh, okay, we have Apollo. I'm just gonna say Apollo. I'm not gonna type out his name. Versus Danny, and I'm also not going to type out her whole name, so I'm going to give them the short names. You guys see them on the screen. You know who they are. Alright, Apollo Del Solis, or however you say his name, versus Danisha's Northern Tempest, or however you say her name. Apollo versus Danny. A life with Adelaide? I'm so sorry, I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong, or Adelaide. They said, when will the Halloween and Christmas horses be available to buy? I know some people have pre-ordered them already, but Breyer hasn't put them on their own website yet. Usually it's around this time that they come out. They usually have them available around during BreyerFest time, so hopefully pretty soon. However, Breyer has been having a lot of shipping delays and different issues like that. So, I don't know, it could be a little bit later possibly. Hopefully it won't be too long though. Maybe we'll start seeing them come out this month. I just know that last year I bought my Apparition Halloween model around this time. But again, they've been having a lot of shipping issues. There's been lots of issues with the cost of supplies going up and different things that have just kind of delayed things and made things a little difficult. Okay, I probably am not too surprised about this because I know I was kind of surprised that Apollo had the lead he did before, but Danny is just so awesome. Clearly everybody loves Danny. But I am surprised it's like this. I'm surprised she has this much of a lead in a way. Kind of expected Apollo to have a little bit more of a chance, but that's okay, Apollo. You're still very pretty. Danny will move on, and then our next matchup is a contest prize model versus a raffle model. I'm not going to be able to type out the Roxy model's name correctly, no more than I can pronounce it, so we're just going to say Roxy. I'm sure you all know that I'm talking about the raffle model Roxy and not just Roxy in general or the original Roxy. So this one is interesting. I'm curious to see how this one's gonna go, actually. I already have my own personal preference in mind, but I'm curious to see what you guys all think. Wolf Horse Breyer said this may be the first time a celebration model wins the whole bracket. It might be. I don't know. She is very popular. I'm very, very curious to see which one ends up winning here. So far, Noir definitely has a pretty good lead, though. Which, personally, I think I would choose him as well. I just really like the Emerson mold a lot, and that color is pretty cool. Ooh, I feel like the Noir model would look extra cool though if he was glossy. I mean, I like matte and glossy models a lot. I generally like matte more, but I feel like his color would look super cool and glossy. Holly Tree Horses asked who won who won this last year? Last year, I believe it was Fields of Heather, the Appaloosa raffle model on the Aquatique mold. That one was the one that ended up winning the overall bracket fight thing. Alright, so that was actually got a little closer at the end there, but Noir is the winner. Alright, now this one, I can already probably guess how this one's gonna end. But it's up to you guys to vote and see how it goes. I'm probably butchering Tassili's name, I feel like. Close enough. I typed the wrong thing there. Okay. Alright, Tassili versus Pollock. I think this is the last matchup for the special run models, so whichever model wins here is going to be the best of the special runs, I think. Let me double check. Yes, it is. This is the last for special run models. Oh, I hear people talking about Astrid, the new Premier Club Fjord model, which looks really cool. I'm really excited to see what like regular run and special run colors they do in that one. And just to see it in person too. I don't know, I'm excited about seeing all the different Premier models, Premier Club models and whatnot. I'm not going to be getting any of them, I don't think, right now, but they are very cool looking. And they make me very excited for next year. Let's see what other different special runs and stuff Breyer ends up coming up with. So far this poll is not very surprising. I mean, well, Cecily does have a little bit more than I thought he would, but Pollock is so far definitely in the lead. And it is almost done, so I'm going to assume that he is still in the lead. Alright, Pollock was the winner, but Cecily did have quite a few votes. So Pollock will move on, and then now, ooh, interesting matchup here as well. We have Danny versus Noir. They both have short names, kind of similar looking names. Alright, let's see what happens. A Life with Adelaide, or Adelaide, however you say your name, said, what happens if you missed the date to send in your preference for the special run models? What happens is they just like randomly assign you models then. I'm not really sure exactly how that works, like if they just do it completely randomly, or they do it like with whatever models are left in whichever random spot in the pretend virtual line that Breyer uses, or whatever they do for the random generating of the special runs. But you will still get 2 special run models put up on there. Could be any of them, but you'll definitely still get the chance to purchase 2 special runs. They might not be the ones you want, they might be the ones you want, they might be ones you kind of have just in-between feelings about, you know, just depends. It's pretty random. Justin Wynn asked, how many models do you have? I don't even know. I wish I knew. I really don't. I tried to like start counting them once and I gave up. But I'll eventually count them all once I get them like all out on their shelves and stuff. King Somber Forever said, I wish they would make a model of Arrowgate. I'm not sure who that is, but they said I always loved his unique facial marking. And rest in peace. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry they passed away. I have not heard of that horse though. I'll have to look him up. Alright, the poll is almost done. I guess I'm not too surprised that Danny is winning here. But I'm a little surprised. Like, Noir got hardly any votes. Oh my gosh, this is turning out so interesting. A lot different than I was expecting. Okay, oh boy, this is the second to last matchup. Oh man, this one's gonna be real interesting. We have Pollock versus Danny. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this turns out, because I honestly don't know. Justin Wynn said, LOL, I feel the same every time I start counting, but I don't have as many as you. It's a lot to count models for some reason. And well, what I want to eventually do is I want to do, someone mentioned they have a spreadsheet for their models. I don't have exactly a spreadsheet, but I do have like a chart that I've been working on of basically inventorying all my models. I've actually gotten pretty far on the traditionals. I have like most of my traditionals like written down and inventoried on there. But I can't even begin thinking about trying to do stablemates and stuff on that. But I eventually do want to try and get like everything written down and then be able to have numbers for everything, like figure out how many stablemates I have, how many classics and customs and whatever, you know, kind of different breakdowns of those things I think would be interesting. Nathan said, can we just call it a tie? Well, so far it looks like Danny's actually in the lead. I'm very surprised. Wow. NJ Heart to Heart said, message me. I'm happy to share my spreadsheet if you like. I think I'm pretty good with the way I have right now, but I'll send you a message. I'm like kind of weird on how I do stuff. I tend to not do things like the way people normally do. Like, I don't know why I have like not really trouble with Excel, but I don't really like using Excel, for example. I tend to like using Microsoft Word, even though it's like not the right way to do like spreadsheets and things like that, but I don't know. I'm kind of weird like that. Anyway, Danny here is the winner. Oh my gosh. And I'm actually surprised that Pollock wasn't a little closer. I figured they'd be more neck and neck, but it is Danny that is the big winner here. Oh my goodness. And then I think we know who's gonna win this whole thing, because there's only one matchup left. Oh my gosh, this definitely did not turn out the way I expected at all. So lastly, we have Pendragon and Danny. But I kind of already have a feeling I know which way this is gonna go. But regardless, you'll get the poll up here in a moment. Alright, here we go. Last matchup for this bracket is Pendragon with versus Danny. Nevea, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to get to pronounce your last name probably, but they said, what is your dream model horse? And do you hope BreyerFest is virtual this year? I'm assuming you mean virtual next year. It's gonna be both virtual and in person next year probably. Breyer did say they're gonna be continuing to do virtual, which I think is really great, so that everyone that wants to participate can still participate. I actually don't know what my dream model horse would be. I've been asked this question before, and I don't know. It's like really hard to like say. I know before someone asked, what would I do if I had the option to like make your very own Breyer horse in like for example, in the live auction right now, there's the bidding for the, what do they call it? To just make your own Breyer horse or whatever it's called exactly. I don't know. It's hard to say because there's so many different molds and color combinations I'd love. I don't even know. Alright, and these results aren't too surprising to me. Danny here is the big winner. She is the queen of BreyerFest 2021. Although I was really expecting Pollock, I will admit. But Danny here is the big winner. Oh my gosh. And now you're gonna see weird stuff on my screen. We will save that real quick. Okay, it's kind of hard to see. Sorry, and I can't mess with the thing too much on my stream stuff, but you can kind of see the matchups here, and I will post this later too. I'll post this picture on my social media and stuff, so you guys can actually take a better look at how these matchups went. But there we go. Now, you guys, if you are still want to do some bracket voting, don't go away just yet, because let me take this off for a second just so it's not quite so funky looking. Okay, on a second, and I will show you what we have going on next here. We have a surprise additional, wrong one, hold on, additional bracket fight here. I don't know, hold on, it's like showing like they already did it. Hold on a second, technical difficulties. Let me reset that. There we go. We have another little bracket. This one probably won't take super long because there's not as many models. But this is for all the test live auction models. I figured, you know, why not? Why not also do a little bracket of these guys since Breyer posted pictures and stuff of all of them. So if you guys want to stick around and do this bracket as well, you are more than welcome to. If you need to go now, I totally understand. And just thank you for joining me. But now let's let me change the time on this real quickly. But now we can do some voting on the live auction models, you know, why not? So first up we have the Ruffian and the glossy, crazy colored neon tiger decorator versus the American saddlebred decorator. And again, I tried to do the matchups so that they were kind of interesting with each other, so I tried to do like decorator versus decorator and just kind of different things like that. So we'll see how these matchups go. Sophie said, before you go, can I please have a high back? I'd really like it. Sure thing. Hello, Sophie. So far, our American saddlebred here is in the lead. Although the Ruffian just got a little bit closer there for a second. Emily Floof asked about the What's This Stream's giveaway. We actually already did the giveaway, but it was for a bunch of little rope halters I've made in the past, and also a couple other little goodies like a necklace and a pitcher and a little hair bow. And King Somber Forever said Arrowgate, which I hope I'm pronouncing his name wrong. He said that he was a racehorse. He won races a few years ago. He was very beautiful, and he had a very unique facial marking. Alright, I'm gonna have to look him up. He sounds very interesting. Alright, so our winner here, it looks like it's gonna be the American Saddlebred. I will admit, these are both very cool decorators. I like both of them a lot. Personally, I do really like the Ruffian, but just because I like those really weird, kind of weird, crazy models Breyer's been doing lately of these decorators and stuff. Alright, American Saddlebred is going to move on. And next is the Zebra versus Georg, and these are also both, if I can get my words out right, they're also both decorators. Simply the Best asked, have you decided on live streaming tomorrow? I'm honestly still not sure yet. It kind of just also depends on if I'm going to feel up to it or not. I'm not sure if doing all these two live streams today and yesterday and stuff are going to just wear me out a little too much or not. But I'll see. I don't know. I have thought about doing another live stream possibly tomorrow, but I don't know for sure yet. Oh, I'm surprised by these results so far. Actually, I should have, well, maybe I'll do it right now. I'm gonna kind of curiously pull up some of the BreyerFest models on the actual, like, live auctioneer site right now. And kind of see how these models might match up based on what prices they're at right now. If that makes sense. If I can pull up the actual BreyerFest page, that would be nice. Here it is, okay. Alright, so if we're comparing only on prices, the Ruffian and the American Saddlebred in the last matchup are actually at the exact same price right now. They are both at $3,250, which is crazy. Alright, and so Georg here is the winner of him versus the Zebra. Let me look at their prices real quick, out of curiosity. Ooh. So the Zebra right now has $3,250, actually the same as the Ruffian and American Saddlebred. But the Georg model is $3,500, so he's just a little bit more over on the, a little bit more money that people are putting into him so far in the auction. But that can always change. The auction is still going on till Sunday. But for our specific poll here, Georg is the winner. Amber said, "Hey Stormy, this was a fun stream, but I have to go now. There is a mare at my barn foaling early, so yeah, bye. I hope the rest of the stream goes well." Thank you, and oh my gosh, I hope the mare goes well in her foaling and stuff. That's very exciting. Good luck with that. Alright, so this next one isn't... Okay, we have a decorator and then a model I'd honestly kind of consider a decorator here. This is Goffard versus a semi-rearing Mustang. Okay, there it goes. It was being glitchy for a minute. Oh, the semi-rearing Mustang colors could maybe be realistic, but I also feel like it's a little out there. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it is really realistic or not. Jade asked, what model are you excited for the most at BreyerFest? I think I'm most excited for Pollock and Uffington. They're like the two I really, really like the most. But I also do really like Favril and Kaleidoscope. I love them both as well. They're gorgeous. Oh my gosh, so many pretty models. It's hard to decide. Ooh, this is interesting. We got a tie so far. So the Goffard, he looks gold to me, but I think on the description it says he's actually like bronzy. He's like a bronzy black, kind of resist dappled thing. Versus this semi-rearing Mustang, which has a kind of realistic looking color on him. Kind of crazy, crazy color. Ooh, we're still almost at a tie there. The Goffard has just a tiny bit of a lead. This is so interesting. I'm very excited about it. Oh, is it gonna change before it ends here? Alrighty. That is actually a tie. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say it looks like Goffard's gonna win, but oh my gosh, we got a tie just on the very end there. Oh my gosh. So what I did before, I think, when we had a tie last year, is we will just do it again, I guess. We'll start the poll again. And I'm gonna make the time shorter on it, though. So you have to get those votes in quicker. It's gonna be just a tiny bit over a minute now. Alright, are you ready? Are you guys ready? Here we go again. We'll see who's gonna win. Try again, see if we still get a tie. If we still get a tie, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, someone said the votes are still showing Zebra versus Georg. Okay, that is definitely a glitch. Maybe it'll change now? Okay, it changed now. There's some kind of weird, probably glitch going on. The thing has been a little glitchy today. Alright, Gofford has the lead right now. Oh, someone said the pole board is... Oh, wait, I see what you guys mean. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were talking... I didn't see the actual, what the screen is seeing. Hold on a second. Let me try and fix that. I should be able to fix it here. I was looking at the poll thing on my other page thing, like where I actually make the polls. I wasn't noticing the issue with the one actually on screen. Okay, there we go. It should be good now. Okay, now that one ended with Goffert winning. Excuse me. But before it was like even. It was like 24 and 24, which is crazy. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and let Goffert move on then. Now we have two kind of semi-older molds, but not... or the Lady Phase is a lot newer though. And they're both Appaloosas. I kind of think I already know how this poll is gonna go, but I'd still be curious to see what happens here. Okay, people are saying they can see the correct polls now. Yay! Ooh, we got a tie at the very beginning here, but it's taking a second for all the votes to come in. Okay, there we go. Ooh! Ooh, this is interesting. I was not expecting Old Timer to get as many votes as he has so far. Oh, Ladyface is catching up a bit. This is really interesting. King Summer Forever said Arrogate won over 12 million in races and was dubbed the richest racehorse. Passed away earlier this year. Oh wow, that's crazy. That is a crazy amount of money. And I'm so sorry to hear that he passed away though. That's a bummer. I always feel sad when I hear about horses passing away and stuff. This is super interesting. I did not expect these results at all. I was really expecting Lady Face to take the big lead, but Old Timer so far has got a pretty good lead on her. Cantu Running said it's been a lot of fun, but I have to go. Bye, Stormy. Thank you so much for joining, Cantu Running. Star Warrior Horse said I like Lady Face's mold more, but Old Timer's color is considerably better quality, or better in my opinion. I do like the Old Timer's color a lot. I think it is so gorgeous. I'm surprised that he won, but he does have an awesome, awesome color. I actually really like the Old Timer. I think he's awesome. Gorgeous. Very cool. Lady Face is also very beautiful, but I kind of agree with this. I think I would choose the Old Timer over her. And then, okay, so now we're going to be doing some matchups on this left side of the bracket here. We got another decorator matchup. This is the American Saddlebred versus Georg. I like saying that. Georg. It's just a funny name. I think it's a German name or something like that. Alright, American Saddlebred versus Georg. And I believe these are last... Oh wait, no, we have the other Goffert decorator too. So we have one more decorator that'll have a matchup, but a few more decorators that... I mean, ugh, I don't know words. I'm sorry, I'm clearly getting tired here. As someone said that Lady Phase is their favorite live auction horse. She is very pretty. I think a lot of the, like all of the live auction horses are really pretty this year. Usually there's like always one or two that I'm like, I don't really care for those ones. But this year I feel like they're all really gorgeous. Although the semi-rearing Mustang, I will admit, is a little funky looking. I don't like dislike him necessarily, but he's just very strange looking. Alright, I'm not too surprised by the results so far. Kind of figured the American Saddlebred would get a lead. Okay, Hill said they own a saddlebred mix. That is awesome. I think you showed me a picture of your horse earlier. Didn't realize it was a saddlebred mix. That's super cool. Alright, so the American Saddlebred run won, and that is kind of what I was expecting. And now we have Goffert versus Old Timer. Star Warrior Horse said if the American Saddlebred's color was as vibrant as Pollock's, I would have voted for him. Yeah, he's not quite as vibrant as Pollock, but he is still very rainbowy. I already talked about this in my live auction horses thoughts video. But not a big fan of that purple that Breyer uses a lot, and I don't think that's really necessarily their fault. I think that that's just kind of the paint that's available, because I know they have to use like specific paints that are able to bond with the plastic on the models and stuff. But just that particular purple, which like I said, I think it's kind of not their fault really. I think it's just kind of what they have and whatnot. But that particular purple is not my favorite that they use on the models. I really like that Pollock has that like really pretty pink and then like a nice, really nice purple instead of the weird kind of meh purple like the American Saddlebred has. One Wild Spirit said I got a Dapple Gray Old Timer a few weeks ago. Love him. I honestly love the Old Timer mold. He's not like one I'd like actively like try to collect a bunch of models on, but I feel like he is a great model to have, even just to have one model on the Old Timer mold because he is so cute. King Somber Forever said to definitely look up Arrowgate, who is most definitely unique and beautiful. I will definitely do that. Ooh, I'm a little surprised the Old Timer actually won. I did not expect him to get this far along in the votes. That's really cool. You go, Old Timer. Alright, and that means our next matchup, though, is going to be the American Saddlebred and Old Timer. Let me get the poll for them up here. Alright, American Saddlebred versus Old Timer. Life with Adelie said, I want Old Timer to be a blue roan. He would make a very nice blue roan. Maddie said, definitely think the Goffert is a test for the surprise potentially. I know, I do think that could be possible. I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like Breyer can be like so unpredictable sometimes. You just don't know. Because sometimes they follow their patterns to a T, and then other times they're like, whoops, here's a surprise for you. We did not follow this pattern at all. Amanda said, I normally love the rainbow models, but I don't like bald face as much. Overall, I prefer the Old Timer's color. I see right now they are neck and neck. We got 17 votes for the American Saddlebred. Oop, and Old Timer just got another one. 19 votes. Oh my gosh, I really did not expect him to get this far in the polls already. Ooh, super close again there. Oh, time's almost out. See if Old Timer's gonna win. It kind of looks like he is. Oh, he got another vote, so he might be winning. A Life with Adelie said, have you ever guessed the surprise horse? I have actually. I've guessed it correctly twice, in 2015 and 2018. Although 2018 was like a year it was pretty obvious. Like everyone pretty much guessed it right. But 2015 was actually the first year I did the surprise horse guessing videos and stuff. And I managed to get it right, which I was just surprised about, so I had to keep doing the videos then. Right, I'm so surprised. I really never thought that Old Timer would make it this far. Ooh, and now we're gonna be going on to Hamilton versus Fireheart. Ooh, this is gonna be an interesting one. Justin wins that I saw the Palomino one-of-a-kind old-timer in person at a model horse show once. He was gorgeous. That is awesome. You know, I feel like Breyer's done quite a few really nice like test models on the old-timer and stuff. I realized I forgot to continue doing my thing where I was like saying the different models' prices currently and how they match up like to our video and stuff going on here. I mean, the live stream going on here. Let's see, what were the other matchups? So we had Lady Phase versus Old Timer earlier. Let me see how those live auction bids match up here. The Lady Phase has $2,800 on the bidding right now. Ooh, and Old Timer has $4,000. So a lot of people are loving Old Timer as well that have the money to spend on the live auction models. All right, and then we also had, what was our other matchups here? We had Old Timer versus Goffert. Goffert's only at 1,600 actually. Old Timer is beating him. Oh wait, and earlier we actually had Goffert versus the Semi-Rearing Mustang. The Semi-Rearing Mustang actually has 2,600, so he has more bids than the Goffert right now. But Old Timer has a lot of bids on here, my goodness. So, Old Timer versus the American Saddlebred. Old Timer here is 4,000, as I just said. And the American Saddlebred has 3,250. So far these matches are actually kind of mostly lining up with how the live auction bidding numbers are going right now, which is very interesting. Alright, so this, I guess, isn't too surprising. I did think this would be an interesting one, though, since these are both newer molds and they look gorgeous. But Fireheart is the winner here. As for the bidding, Fireheart is currently at 6,500 and the Hamilton is at 6,000. So the Fireheart does have a lead on him when it comes to the bidding that's going on right now. Alright, so now we have two Arabian models, so technically 3 Arabian models. So we have Weather Girl versus Secession and Lay Fire. I am curious to see how this one might match up, because I feel like these are both very, not like crazy popular models, but I feel like a lot of people do like them. Okay, the votes finally went through. Sometimes it takes it a few minutes or a few seconds to get the votes to go in. Looks like I Will Always Love Unicorns also asked if I had guessed the surprise model correctly. So yes, I did guess it right twice so far, which was in 2015. That was the Lonesome Glory for the Viva la France theme. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak anymore. And then the Smarty Jones for the racehorse theme, but like I said, everybody pretty much was guessing Smarty Jones. That one wasn't a huge surprise there. King Summer Forever also said they should do Fireheart as a Blue Roan. It would be insane. Outdoor pics with Blue Roan. Fireheart would be so cool. For sure. Breyer should definitely do a Blue Roan of him at some point. I'm really like already crossing my fingers and hoping they do a special run of him next year in a really nice color, because oh my gosh, he deserves it. And all the collectors will just be throwing their money at Breyer for Fireheart models. NJ Heart to Heart said I like Secession Lay Fire, but those colors don't blow my socks off. I don't have any Weather Girls, and her pattern is neat. Pattern is very neat. It's very, very unique. Breyer hasn't done a pattern quite like that before, I don't think. But it looks like I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention here. The Secession and Lay Fire are the winners here. They have seemed to be very popular. I see a lot of people liking them. Alright, and comparing to the bids here, Weather Girl has $3,250. And Secession and Lay Fire have only 2,700. I'm kind of surprised about that, because you do get 2 models with Secession and Lay Fire. Next up here, we have Troubadour, or the Trotting Morgan mold. I don't know if I think that's what they're calling it also. Troubadour versus the Aquatique. I'm curious how this will go too, because they both look really cool. And they're both newer molds as well. I do love that custom roached mane on the Aquatique. I think is just very cool. NJ Heart to Heart said I'd like a special run Fire Heart as long as it's not gray. Someone said they want to see a new Bridey model. Who was that? That was Simply the Best. A new Bridey model would be awesome. There hasn't been a new one for quite a while now. Justin Wynn said the mare and foal look like an updated version of the original run. Yeah, they do. I definitely was kind of thinking that too. Like, or at least the mare for sure. She looks like a very updated, nicer version of the original one. Or just, you know, more detailed, like if they had time to make her super detailed. One Wild Spirit said someone on the Breyer Mino made a great guess that it's Sarleno, I'm assuming for the surprise. I said I hope it isn't because I put him or her only at 3rd on my list. Yeah, I think I put him as a 6th spot on my list, I think, for my new updated list. I do think he is possible, but I don't know. Like I said, it's so hard to tell anymore because I know Breyer doesn't always completely follow the certain patterns and stuff. Like, I don't think they're gonna follow the live auction pattern this year, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, Troubadour is the winner here. That was an interesting one. He had a lot too. I was expecting them to have a lot more neck and neck, more of a closer to a tie on there. AC Ross said, I think the Vintage Club hinted at a Bridey Gambler's Choice. That's right, that does sound familiar. I think you're right on that. Wait, it was Troubadour that one, right? Yes, it was. I was gonna say, wait a second, I can't remember what happened 2 seconds ago. Now we have Vermeer versus Othello. Am I pronouncing that right? Vermeer? Vermeer? I think it's Vermeer. Ooh, Kate Love said a dapple black Vermeer. I'm sure Breyer's gonna do something like that at some point. I know they're probably gonna end up doing the like just flat black, which I'm not a super huge fan of. They're gonna eventually do something like that on him because he is like their latest Frisian model, and they're gonna do some portrait Frisians on him, I'm sure. But I hope they do that at some point, where they actually give him like dapples or just really nice shading or something, or like highlights, you know, and stuff. Don't make him just a flat black, but actually have some depth to his color. That'd be super nice. Star Warrior Horse said, speaking of the auction Secession looking like an updated version of the original, I think it'd be cool if Breyer created glow-up versions of some of their vintage models. That would be super awesome. I'd love that. I know they've been kind of, sort of not officially doing that, but they've kind of been doing that like with the American Saddlebred when they came out with him in that Palomino. It was kind of like a callback to the old Palomino 5 Gator. But I do think they should really do a series of that or something. That would be really cool. Alright, Vermeer is the winner here. I've noticed people haven't been liking the Othello as much, and I feel like it must be because of his face marking. It is kind of weird. I personally really like him, but I understand that people are just not as big of fans of that. Based on the bidding, Vermeer is also winning. He has $3,500 in bids, whereas the Othello only has $2,600. I am surprised that Othello hasn't been like super popular this year. I'm just so used to his mold being crazy popular, but I guess because Breyer's been coming out with all these other nice new molds too, that he's not quite as popular as he used to be. Alright, so we got a new matchup here that I gotta make a thingy for. And this is Fireheart versus Oh, I'm gonna spell secession wrong. I just know it. We're just gonna say Maren Full instead. Because I'm gonna mess up her name. Alright, there we go. I'm already sure. I think we all kind of already probably know, like, which horse is probably gonna end up winning all of this bracket. But it's still fun to do. Okay, Moonsalt Stables said, I think it's Furmere, where the V is pronounced as an F. I could be totally wrong though, lol. Yeah, I'm not sure. I should look that up because I have no idea what the right way to say his name is. Like, I know in, oh my gosh, I can't think of it right now, but when you pronounce, like, depends on the language, but like, for example, in German, I know W's are often pronounced like a V sound instead of like a W. They're pronounced like a V. So it's like, just, it depends. I don't know. Languages are weird. Words are weird. Alright, I'm not too surprised, by the way, about the poll results here. Lana said if Vermeer is a German name, then it might be pronounced as an F. Yeah, it might be, so it might be Vermeer. I'm gonna look that up later, because I wanna usually try to pronounce the names correctly, but sometimes I also hear like so many different versions of their pronunciations, I don't know which one's the right one anymore. Anyway, Fireheart was the winner there. Tristan Remy said, hi Stormy Strike, you're the best. Oh, thank you so much, and hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we have Troubadour versus Vermeer, or Vermeer, however you say his name. Lana, thank you so much for the super chat. I forgot what I was doing for a second there. I was like, wait, I'm making a poll. That's right. Let me finish it up real quick. I was busy thinking about if it's how Vermeer or Vermeer is pronounced. Alright, now it's up. Okay. I'm actually very curious to see how this is going to go, because we got two molds that are both newer, very new actually, and they both have like a lot of dapples going on. I'm just very curious to see how this one will go. And like I said, it's Spirit, yes. One of my favorite things about being able to do the customizable like subscriber and super chat things is that I can actually add little spirit gifts for it, and it makes me so happy. Simply the Best said, I'm German. I would tell you how to say it. It's hard to write. Oh, I understand. Well, I took German in high school, and I probably forgot most of it by now, but it's tricky, like a lot of how different, you know, it's like English, or just certain things, how words or how letters are like next to each other can affect how you pronounce them and things like that, and just all those different things. Gidia Lauren Testa, I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong, I'm very sorry. That, what's your favorite SR from this year? I think for me personally, it's a tie between Uffington and Pollock. Because, oh my gosh, I love decorators, so Pollock is so pretty. But then I also do like realistic horses, and I really like Uffington, so I'm kind of stuck back and forth between those two. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Vermeer is winning this poll. Very interesting results. And now, do we only have one matchup left? We might. Ooh, we do. This is the last one. Well, second to last one, actually. We get this poll going. Okay, we got Fireheart versus the Frisian horse that we have to figure out how you pronounce his name. Maybe I'll do that right now. Okay, there's actually someone called Jonas Vermeer something, and she is Dutch, so maybe it's actually a Dutch name here. I want to do the audio thing here, but I'm afraid it's gonna be super loud. So hold on, let me redo it on my phone or something. I don't want it to be crazy loud. Lena said, I'm not a fan of Fireheart, and I feel like I'm the only one. No, I think there are some people that don't really care for him. I know he's very popular overall, but I also do feel like it's partially the thing where, oh my gosh, it's a new mold, and everybody freaks out over that new mold for a while. And then a few months later, oh my gosh, a new mold, let's freak out over this one now. I mean, because like even, I think Dundee was kind of like that too. Like people were kind of freaking out a lot about him at first, but now the hype for him has died down quite a bit. Okay, so, not too surprised. I am surprised, though, that he didn't have a huge lead, but Fireheart is the winner here. Mr. Frisian guy got pretty far, though. I didn't know what to expect, actually, on this side of the polls. I wasn't sure which other horse besides Fireheart was going to make it really far. That was really interesting to see. Now this is the final one. Well, maybe second to final one. I don't know. Maybe we could do like a random matchup with whoever wins here versus Danny or something. It's just a fun additional thing or something. Alright, Fireheart versus Old Timer. Bullet, the dumb person, said, I love Fireheart's mold, but I'm gonna wait until a regular run comes out of him. That's kind of the same for me. Well, if they come out with a special run of him at BreyerFest, then I'd probably try to get that, but I'm not really trying to get the Premier Club model of him. I'm more gonna just kind of see what other colors they do in him first, because I have a feeling that they're gonna do other colors I'm gonna like a lot more. So I'm gonna be patient and wait for him to come out as a regular run and special run and whatever else. Oh, this is surprising. For a second there, I was like, oh my gosh, well, he's still in the lead. Oh my goodness, Old Timer. Old Timer, are you gonna be the underdog of this voting? Oh, okay, Fireheart has the lead a bit now. This is so interesting, though. I can't wait to post these final results later, too, because they're just very different than what I expected. Okay, I pulled up the Google thingy that like pronounces words. It says that the American pronunciation is Vermeer. You guys probably won't be able to hear it because I don't want to make it too loud accidentally. But yeah, it says Vermeer. But it does also have, oh, just a British pronunciation. I'm surprised it doesn't say Dutch or something, since I guess that might be where it's from. Okay, British pronunciation is basically the same. Vermeer. Interesting. But then I don't know if there's, like I said, if there's probably different ways to say it, I'm guessing, depending on whichever language is saying it. I don't know. I'm sorry, I got distracted and wasn't paying attention to the poll. Oh no, the pics are reversed? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. Okay, hold on, we'll redo the poll. Sorry, I messed that up. I was not paying attention enough. Okay, old timer. This time it's old timer versus Fireheart. We'll redo that because that was confusing. And I'm sure that affected how the polls went. Okay, here's the redo. Let me turn this one off. Hold on. Close that one. Start this one. All right. Sorry for that, everybody. This is a redo. So if you voted earlier, vote again, because that was my fault. That was my bad. I got them all mixed up. Okay, this is super surprising. I thought that surely Old Timer was winning before just because of the little voting mix-up. But so far, he is winning. Oh my gosh, I would have never ever expected this. I wouldn't have been too surprised maybe if it was another model that was beating Fireheart. But I would have never guessed, never would have guessed Old Timer. This is crazy awesome. Alright, I guess it is completed now. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to do something else here real quick at the same time. But I was not expecting this. Oh my goodness. Old Timer, the underdog, has actually won. This is amazing. Woo, Old Timer, congratulations, buddy. You are the big winner of the live auction models. You beat all the odds and even beat Fireheart. Amazing. And now we'll do just one more quick one, just for fun. Hold on, let me gotta kind of redo a thing here though. Just for fun, we'll go ahead and do Danny versus Fireheart. I'm losing my mind. I was expecting Fireheart, but it's actually Old Timer. So let me pull something up here. If I can get it to. Okay, you guys are gonna see like all my monitor stuff for a second here until I can get things pulled up a little better. I don't have like a bracket for the winners of these together or anything, so I'm just kind of winging it here. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna have Old Timer versus Danny. Now this is gonna be interesting too, because we both got like gorgeous Appaloosas against each other. There we go, the final poll for these brackets. Old Timer versus Danny. Who's gonna come out as the supreme BreyerFest 2021 champion? So Kate Love said this election was rigged about the Old Timer and Fireheart one. Lana said that color on Old Timer just looks really good. It really does, and I feel like it just suits his mold so well. Like they just did it perfectly. Alright, I'm not too surprised though that Danny is winning so far, and unless something crazy happens within the next few seconds, looks like Danny is going to be the winner. So she is holding on to that title with her hooves. She's like, I am going to still be the BreyerFest 2021 queen champion of everything. I'm not going to let this live auction model take me down. And it is Danny. She is the big winner. The big super BreyerFest. We'll try to like just champion winner. I should have like made up a thing to celebrate more the BreyerFest champions here, but she is the big winner. Oh my goodness, Danny. You beat all the odds. You beat Fireheart. You beat Pollock, who I was really expecting to be the winner of the first bracket. You just beat out everybody, Danny. You are seriously a superstar horse. And that is going to be doing it at the end of this live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. This was so much fun. I actually really love doing these brackets. I think as much as you guys seem to enjoy doing them too. And, oh, One Wild Spirit said Danny versus last year's winner, please? Oh my gosh. Okay, why not? Why not? We'll do one more. One more. I'll keep saying that. We'll just keep finding more things to do polls against. Alright, we'll do one more. Hold on a second. I'm gonna make the screen blank there for a minute while I pull out a picture of Fields of Heather from last year. I know I have a picture of him handy somewhere here. And what I was also going to say is I will be doing more of these brackets. Like, I meant to do some last year, actually, and I just never got the chance. I meant to do ones, like, after BreyerFest and stuff, but this year, hopefully I'll be able to actually have the time to do them and stuff. Like, I've been planning on doing a bracket for Halloween this year. I think that would be super fun. And a bracket for, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to find something at the same time here, so it's getting me all discombobulated. Fields of Heather has to be somewhere here. Hold on. There he is. I found him. Oh my gosh, Fields of Heather. It's the king and queen of BreyerFest 2020 and 2021, and they're gonna have a face-off. Oh my gosh, this is very exciting. Where'd my thingy go? Here we go. Let me make a poll for these two. And it's funny because they are very similar colors. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. The 2020 BreyerFest champion versus the 2021 champion. Who is going to win and be the champion of apparently both BreyerFest 2020 and 2021? Trying to make this a little bigger without like making it look too weird. Nope, it's not gonna get much bigger than that right now. Okay, that's fine. You guys still know who they are. Life with Adelie said maybe the surprise model will be an Appy. I'm sure they'll probably do an Appaloosa one somewhere in there. They usually tend to do Appaloosa, Pinto, and then a solid color. Not every time. There have been times where they didn't do that, but they usually do like one of each kind of thing. Macy said we should start spamming Danny versus Alvarozo. Oh my gosh, that would be funny too. But we're not gonna do any more after this. We're definitely no more pulls after this one. So far, ooh, okay, I was gonna say Danny's in the lead, but then Fields of Heather just took the lead. We have been. I did not mean to stream this long. First of all, I thought I was gonna be able to do like it in an hour and a half or so. But I don't know. This has been so much fun though. I've been having so much fun with you guys. Hopefully you don't mind that this ended up going as a kind of long stream. Lana asked, what has everyone got for BF thus far? Oh my gosh, I'm just losing my mind. That's a good question. Has anyone gotten any BreyerFest purchases yet? I know some people kind of consider like anything you buy this week as a BreyerFest purchase. Alright, oh my gosh, we have a straight up tie. Oh my goodness. Should we do a tiebreaker, or should we just say that they're both the king and queens of BreyerFest? Maybe we should just leave it at that, because come on, they're both amazing. I'm seeing some people say for Danny, though. Alright, we're just the kings and queens of BreyerFest right here. Fields of Heather and Danny. Breyer, take notes. People love this color, apparently, so keep making models on it. And thank you guys so much for joining. Again, thank you for being here so long. I'm sorry this was a lot longer than I expected. But it's been so much fun! Oh my goodness, I am loving this. This is just, the results were so much fun to see. And like I said, I'm definitely going to do more brackets things like this in the future. Not just for BreyerFest, but for other things too. Like I'm gonna probably do some sort of Halloween thing this year. I want to do a Halloween event thing, kind of like I did this year and last year at BreyerFest, but just as Halloween themed stuff. So maybe I'll do a bracket for that. Maybe you'll see a holiday themed bracket in the future. Just all those kinds of things would be fun. Alright, and seeing someone said they got 3 Roxys for their BreyerFest purchases. Oh, and Earth. That's awesome. I don't think I've bought anything yet. No, I have not. I'm kind of waiting till actual BreyerFest to buy some things, but I'm glad to hear that people are enjoying their BreyerFest time so far. Alright everybody, thank you all so much for joining. We have our lovely kings and queens here of BreyerFest. And this has just been wonderful. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your BreyerFest. I will be doing a giveaway for Danny tomorrow, so if you did not... so if for some reason you are not able to buy a all-access ticket or something like that to BreyerFest, then make sure to check out the giveaway. It will be for a few days, so don't worry. If you don't see it tomorrow, it'll be up for a little while. So you might get your own chance to win your very own Danny model. And yeah, again, have a good BreyerFest weekend, everybody. I may or may not do a live stream tomorrow. Just depends. No guarantees. So if I don't, have a good BreyerFest, and I will definitely be doing some videos after BreyerFest and all that fun stuff. Okay. Goodbye, everybody!